Oh, you got me without my shirt. That's funny. That's hilarious. Why does it do that? Why is it just frozen with me? Is the webcam on? Yo, what is wrong with my webcam, bro? Let's see. Webcam's messed up, bro. Let's see if we can get the camera on. We just saw. Gold's low. Hopefully it doesn't show me and my shirt off again. Thing has been acting up. Gold's come down low. We're live. I'm in gold buys, by the way. Holding. Gonna hold for maybe an hour, see how New York session goes. We've come down to 45.50 on gold. So yeah, I wanted to see if New York session gives us a bounce today. Could start in maybe the next 30 minutes, depending on how after 8:30 goes, or like a 9:30, maybe in an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, there could be, markets come down a lot. I took a buy up here last night, and then I got out of it. And now I think, like, if you're looking for buys, this is like maybe the next time. Like, I just jumped into buys not long ago. We could get a reversal potentially in New York. Maybe there's a bounce coming. Price has slowed down a bit. 45.50. There's still bearish momentum overall on gold. Yeah, we're coming back down to this low. So we've come down to that. We literally came down to the second zone. I said yesterday. Yesterday I was talking about this. I was talking about two areas. I took a trade at one of them on the 1 hour here, and then I got out before it went down last night. But yeah, we came down to the second zone. Not much happening right now. Like, it wicked below, a little bit of a recovery. Could get a bounce from here, maybe even after 9:30, 10 o'clock range. Not looking for like too many trades today, like one right now. If it doesn't bounce, depending on where price goes, maybe another trade. If it does drop lower, it's all about timing too, like 9:30, 10 o'clock later on today in like an hour, 90 minutes. That could be another like reaction spot, like that time when you see gold dropping. Like even yesterday, and a couple days, we've seen like dips down. So this is what I mean. Right here, for example, gold went down, reversed at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock candle. So a little bit later in New York session, we could get like one more drive down. Like, price could try to drive down one more time. And if it does, you'll get like a reversal there. I'm not looking for sells here because that's just not how I trade. So yeah, I'm in gold buys. It's a trade that I'm in. I'm looking to see what New York session does. It's up to you if you want to follow, right? If New York session doesn't react early on, I'll look to see like where we are at 9:30, and if it makes sense to take a trade around there. 9:30, 10 o'clock candlestick. I'm looking to see if we maybe get a buy today though for New York session on gold. We are testing 45.50 right now. That is a whole number. Came down high. We were high up here. Came down. Now we're getting possibly to low that, we were, sell high, buy lower. Maybe even for next week, like it is Friday. So if going into next week, you're holding the low, that could be interesting. Came all the way back to the low. Almost all the way back to this low. We have this area here, market's trading into the left here, these candles. Yeah, maybe there's a pump today, but market's sold off going into Friday, New York already. Last day of the week. Low, price is low coming into that last day of the week, you know. So I'm in buys. I'm holding buys probably for like the next hour, 2 hours. Seeing how it goes. And yeah, you have these candles here. We've come to an area where it's like, okay, we could react, we could potentially bounce from. And on the bigger picture, we have this low. So even like going into next week, like markets finishing this week off kind of lower, like we have, you know, today, last day of the week. If it really holds lower, it'd be interesting to see where we are going into next week. Yeah, like I said, I'm in buys. Want to see if like that 45.50 hold. I got in a bit early. 45.50. Could hold that area. I mean, me like looking for sells here. Like, yeah, price goes down. It's like it doesn't fit my strategy how I trade. If 100 times I take a trade like this, when the market's low down like this, it wouldn't work out always, like how in terms of how I trade. Yeah, there's bearish momentum, but coming into Friday, New York, we've dropped a lot over the night. By now, it's, you know, in terms of timing, patience, like if you haven't taken any trades, I haven't taken a trade since here, right? And I got out of that really quickly. I got out of it like right here. I lost $100 and something. I was live. I lost like $130, I think. And then I took a sell up here live, right? So like, if you haven't been pouring energy into this the whole time, like, yo, what's gold doing? I'm reacting to everything. It's different, right? If you haven't been sitting here, like, because I've taken the last 2 trades I took them live. I took a sell up here. I took that sell live yesterday, 24 hours ago. And then I took a buy live here last night. So if you haven't been sitting like here watching every little reaction, like, oh my God, what's gold doing? What's gold doing? Oh, you know, I miss sells. I had a good sell up there that I should have held. That was high up, around $4,700. So it's like if you haven't been sitting here, in terms of timing, like what I mean by timing and patience, I talk about that a lot on the stream. Where's the chat? On these streams, I talk about a lot about like timing, patience. What I mean by that is even just like the energy you put into the markets, how much time you're on, how much things you're reacting to. So it's like for me, if you look at the price chart, yeah, it's been falling. I haven't been sitting there watching every candle, like what's it doing, or reacting on it. This is now the time I'm reacting. I've waited, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9 hours now to say, okay, this is where I'm going to take my trade now, and this is why I got my zones, I got my levels, I'm going to take my trade, right? Market's been dropping. I haven't been. It's different if you're someone who's been sitting on the chart for the last 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours. Like, what's gold doing? Looking for buys or reacting. Maybe like that's time, like energy. What I mean by patience and timing too is just like how often you're viewing and trying to react to things, putting a lot of that energy into the charts can burn you out. So like right now, I'm fresh coming into the stream. Fresh coming into the stream, 9 hours. Haven't been on the charts. Haven't been looking for setups, like jumping in anything for the last 8-9 hours, right? So it's like I'm fresh. Like, okay, I'm willing to take this trade at the time it is. What price is done over the last 9 hours? It's like I'm willing to position myself and see, okay, for this time, based on what price does, let's see what we get. It's different if you've been taking trades. If you've been taking trades before, if you've taken trades and you've been in price, you might be like, oh, what's price going on? Me, I have like a fresh mindset right now. Market's dropped a lot. 4 hour could be flipping. That would be not like this 4 hour. If it flips, that would be great. We've come down strong, right? And like by now, in terms of like timing too, it's like, look how long it's fallen now. Now we're getting some consolidation. We're getting some pause, a little bit of pause. I mean, up here, I took a buy on this green candle last night, and it reacted a little bit. If you're on the stream, you saw it went in profit. It was up like $300-400. A couple times it was in profit, and then I was saying on that stream, I was like, you know what? If this candle doesn't do much in 20-30 minutes, I'm gonna just close the trade. And this candle closed red, and I was like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna just close this, and I ended up closing it at like minus $130 something, around there, I think, or maybe like a 150, not even $200, right? It was in the hundreds. Versus, and I was explaining this last night. I was like, I'll take a trade here because there's a confirmation right now for this time, but I'm not gonna sit here like this is the only trade. I was even like, I even said, I'm not even gonna hold this till my stop loss. There's no point. I'm like, I'm just gonna give myself a little time limit and say, you know what? I'm gonna see how this reacts for the next 30 minutes. I'm not gonna hold it till my stop loss. That was actually an important lesson that I showed you guys last night. Really, because I took a trade, it went in profit, and I was saying most traders use their stop loss as an infinite thing, right? I was saying live on stream, I'm not gonna let it hit my stop loss. I'm not gonna hold it till my stop loss, right? The trade was in profit, like $400 at one point, bouncing it out of profit. But for there was a confirmation. I was like, this time I'm gonna take a trade. I'm gonna see how it reacts. If it reacts, it doesn't. Instead of being like, okay, it's the only trade, or then right after that, imagine like right after that trying to buy again, or after this candle. Sometimes just wait more, give the market a bit more time. So like maybe you have that fresher non-cloud judgment. Yeah, we're in a zone here, holding. I'm in gold buys. I got in early, but still in buys. And 4 hour, maybe we get a flip. Maybe it's buy the dip. Market's low, buy low, sell high. Market has come down low pretty quickly. This candle closed in 30 minutes. 8:30 is about to hit. So yeah, if this candle finishes bullish, if we get a bullish close, that would be pretty good. But yeah, looking for that buy the dip this morning. Like I'm like, obviously through the night, like I could see gold dropping. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait till New York session. Once I saw it dropping, I'm like, yeah. I didn't stream late last night. Didn't try to send any trades last night. Because like I'm just gonna let it drop till New York and see where price is around New York session. Again, it is testing 45.50. Yeah, we are testing that. Now we're testing a whole number right now on gold. So 45.50, that would be a whole number, psychological level. We are testing that. Whole numbers are like numbers that end in zeros. So like 4,700, that's a whole number. Numbers that have 50s, 4650, that's a whole number. Again, zeros, 4,500. Where's 4,500? Right here. Here we got 4,500. A whole number on gold. Some traders like to call them psychological levels or institutional levels. I refer to institutional levels or psychological levels because it's like often where traders will place their orders. So you have zeros. These like you have numbers like $4,500. So they can act like support and resistance. Like right now, market's testing again a level that is a whole number. So I'm just gonna put a little zone around it. I like to use these levels on gold. I think if you really want to understand gold, you want to understand whole numbers with gold, the power of whole numbers, how they work. You can find really good trades using them and just have a better understanding of the market. So yeah, we have numbers that are like this, like 4,500, that are just like zeros, 4,500. These can often act like support and resistance levels. Like you can get strong movements at or around these levels. So when you're waiting for setups, it's actually good to wait for price as well when it comes down to gold. You can even see like to the left here how we wicked down at this 45.50 level once before. We were trading at it here. You can go line chart. See how like the line chart held here, like price ended up holding there, closing bullish at that level. So even stuff like that, like markets can behave kind of erratically. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of buying, selling, orders happening around these levels. So they're good to bear in mind and keep even just marked on the chart, right? The whole numbers, the like I call them whole numbers. A lot of traders call them psychological levels. When we talk about price, even up here, we got 47.50 up here. So I've just marked some examples here. These are just a couple examples again. 4,500, 45.50, 46.50, 4,700, 47.50. Certain times the market can be making good movements, strong movements down or up towards these levels. And you can catch some good reversals, some good moves throughout the week. You'll be able to spot, even if you don't catch the moves, you'll be able to spot them throughout the week. You'll be able to see the reactions that happen even afterwards. So yeah, right now, when we're looking at gold and price, we can use these levels as like zones that the market can test, bounce off of. Depending on the direction and how it's trading to them, like gold's obviously been falling a lot, falling. And we've paused a little bit. We wicked below here a bit, and now we've recovered a bit. If this candle closes bullish, that's strong indication that, okay, this level could probably hold for the morning. Otherwise, for me, it's like keeping the next levels sort of marked, like down here would be 4,500. It's not about just taking the trade even right when the market gets to the level. It can be watching it, seeing how it's reacting as it gets to that price on different time frames. As you can have like different candlestick patterns, even types of rejection that form wicks. Like you see here at 46.50, there's some wicks that form around that price. One of them is like a strong wick that goes down, and then after that market goes up. Up here you have a wick that also goes above. After that, next candle goes down. Right here you have a wick that goes above. After that, next candle goes down. Same here, even here you go underneath, you have wicks down, next candles go up. Yeah, so potentially, like, I'm in buys for New York today, like New York session. Was waiting patiently, letting the market do its thing. It's been dropping the last hours. So for me, like when I'm patient like that, if I'm waiting a good 8-9 hours, not taking trades, not putting the energy there, not trying to, because it's not always about trying to predict, forecast, just take trades. Like patience can be like just letting the market do something without you for literally 8-9 hours until the next session really arrives. So like last night, that's why I didn't hop on streams last night. Didn't look to send any trades because I was like, you know what? This thing's just dropping. Let it do its thing. Come on New York session, see where price is at. Because then it's like, okay, for me it's a better opportunity because how long I've waited. And I can look at the market like right now, right? We can look at the market. And it's dipped quite a bit. So if you've been like, I think this is the better time to like buy the dip in this sense. So like, you know, I'm buying now, like this morning, versus like trying to buy the last 5-6 hours aggressively on every candle or every reaction. Which is like this. So it's like, I think like if you like, I like when I wait longer, if I'm waiting 8-9 hours coming into the right time session, prices slowed down. It's like you could be getting yourself closer to that buy setup you want to be taking, not the ones you didn't want to take. Like if you're chasing buys here, I went for a buy here and I said, that's it. All right, I'm going to wait now. Like I went for a buy here. After that, you guys saw me close it on the live stream if you're on the live stream yesterday. After that, I said, okay, just going to chill. Not going to react to the next candles. Not going to react here. Now it's New York session. I mean, price slowed down a bit. So for me, in terms of timing, positioning, it's like better patience for me. That's like how I like to trade over time and be consistent. And not always react to every candle that makes a huge impulsive movement. So I mean, yeah, today's either buys or we continue down. Like I don't really see any other setups to look at. I think you're watching for buys today over the next 2 hours. There could be like a reaction potentially to go up. Right now it's like 8:40, a little bit past 8 o'clock in the morning. 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's also like an important little window of time where things can react, where things can bring in volume and volatility. Spikes up or even spikes down in the market. Like 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's always like kind of an interesting, even lately, little window with gold. Around 9:30, 10 o'clock window. That is like, if you look at last few days, even not that day, that was a bit earlier. If you look at the last few days, here's 10. There was a little bounce yesterday. Like couple hours into New York session, like 10, 11 even, like I'd say like later New York. This is like early New York hours. You can get reactions at this time, early reactions. If you don't, you can commonly go down to like 9:30, 10 to set up. Like if you look at yesterday, gold dropped right at like 9 o'clock, but then it had a strong bounce up real quickly. Often it can do that. If you look at the day before, you had a down move, strong bounce up real quickly. Down move, strong bounce up. Like having preparation, like seeing those things, like understanding like that can happen. We could go down possibly till 9:30, and maybe that's where it sets up again at a different level if you're looking for a trade. Like I'm only looking for this trade right now because it's again testing 45.50. So like I said, like it's a trade you can follow. I mean, I've been patient today. I haven't taken a trade since literally like 8-9 hours ago. So I'm analyzing my risk. I have my zone marked out here. If price goes down, I'm not just going to take another trade. Like I'm going to, see where it is, what it's doing, what time it is. We did come into, I did say last night we could potentially come into this red candle, the down candle. So that down candle last night, I was saying this could be one of the zones or areas we try to come into. So we have come into that down candle. That's why I was watching this area. That's why I didn't take any other trades, because it was like, okay, it's not in my area. Now it's come into my area. So 842, maybe in the next like 2 hours, we could see price movement. It might try to go down to like 4,500. I'm not forecasting like another trade, another zone. If it does go down, I'll just watch price like at some of the levels like that I have marked. Same thing I'm doing. Same thing I did last night. Like I showed this live last night. That's why if anybody was on stream last night, I did show this kind of live last night. Like in a trade, taking a trade, talking about it. Yeah, if gold does go down, it's just preparing for the risk, not getting emotional, not trying to predict, acting to maybe what's there. That's really it, right? If there's something else to look at, it will present itself. But I'm not going to forecast like the next area because, yeah, it is Friday. Only looking for maybe one trade. This might be the only trade. We'll see. Like it's Friday. It's been an all right week. Nothing crazy this week for me. And that's just trading. Like some people might see me have a bad week, an all right week, a good week, and it's like we're on the charts every single week, every single day. Not every trader's results are always going to be the same as everyone's, like, or as equal, right? It's just trading. So some people see me have an all right week and be like, oh, whatever. And it's just like, whether I have a bad week, a good week, an amazing week, an all right week, I'm still going to be here and show up, right? So it's like, however anyone thinks about my results, right? I'm still just going to show up to the charts, manage my risk, right? I'm still going to show up to the charts, manage my risk, manage my account the way it fits me, right, to grow the account consistently. It's not about growing it overnight. It's one trade at a time, one setup at a time. So yeah, I'm looking for buys in New York today. I'm in a trade right now. I don't know if it's the only trade I'll take, but potentially for the day. If we don't get a reversal maybe in the next hour, there could be one more drive down, and that's where like timing becomes like a good factor. If you do get that extensive drive down, that one more drive down in the market. So yeah, like you can follow if you want. Like every trade I send, every analysis I send, like I'm doing what I'm doing, right? I'm sending trades based on like what I see, taking trades what I'm risking, what I'm trading, right? So like if you're not comfortable with taking certain trades, that's up to you. I'm gonna still trade how I trade, how I've always traded, how I know to for me. So If it goes down, it goes down. If it does, watch the chart, see where the market's at, see what time it is, if there's any rejection, any price action, and then that's really it. Like I'm not forecasting any other signal right now. I'm not forecasting any other trade signal. It's okay. New York session, looking to see if we get any buys in New York today. We've come down to the 45.50 level. We're testing the zone that I talked about yesterday. So if we don't get like a reversal in the next hour or two, I'll see where price is at. I'll make my decisions, right? Nothing crazy, guys. Same thing, like if you've been here for a while, same thing I've showed a lot of times, hundreds and hundreds of times already. Hundreds and hundreds of times I've shown this stuff. Should be nothing new here if you've been here consistent. I've shown this type of stuff hundreds and hundreds of times now, so through the last year. So this is where if you're not comfortable with a trade like this, you position for a different setup. Maybe for a different time, an hour from now, 2 hours from now. Or you scale in with light risk. Like you manage your risk accordingly, right? If there is gonna be another setup, right? You don't go all in on every trade. If you want to go on all in on every trade, do it once, hit the trade, and then stop trading. Don't trade every day. That's all. Like, if you want to go all in on every trade, you get that. You find that right setup. You go all in, and then you're good for. You don't have to trade for the month, realistically. So yeah, we'll see. Like I'm in buys. Like I said, we're testing 45.50 on gold. Whole number. Do we hold? It's buy the dip. If you don't know how to buy the dip, just keep watching this year, because I've shown it time and time again. It's just buy the dip, yo. You can't be scared to buy the dip. All right, you can't be scared to buy the dip. I mean, we say buy low. What is it? You know, buy low, sell high. So, I mean, market gave the sell high this week, clearly, in the 4700s. Now we're coming back to the 45s. We're in the 45s. So see, I just want to see how New York reacts. It could take 3 hours to react, guys. 2 hours, right? I want to see how we react in New York today. We've come down. Maybe New York session, buy low, quick buy the dip. Could get a bounce today. I think we would bounce back to like 45.80. Possibly go to like 45.80. From here, that's like 300 pips if it makes that move. Yeah, we could possibly go to like 45.80, 45.90 even. I'd say like 45.80 potentially. Like if we're looking at where it could go for like 45.80. Time will tell. Time will tell. Yeah, so I'm still holding this gold. I got in a bit early. Still looking for buys in New York session. Like I said, I waited. Like I said before, it's patience is key. I mean, when you take your trades, I'd rather take my trade now at this time than looking at the last hours. Okay, like gold's been dropping last like 8 hours. Not doing much. So like in terms of timing, I'd rather take my trade like now at this time when it comes down to like a strategy like this with what it's done. With like strategy technique like this, buying the dip, It's better for me, like how I trade, how I'm used to trading this time, like how I'm used to trading, taking this type of style of trade more around these hours. Because most of the time, like a lot of times coming into these hours, you might already see the market dropping a lot or going up a lot, and the market can reverse, like London session's direction a lot of days. Like a lot of days, London session's direction can get reversed when New York session opens early on, or even within like a window. When you look at I've talked about this here and there, but I want to show this again for anybody who didn't see it. I think on like the first couple calls I did, I talked about this a few times. So this should be, I mean, like for anybody who's been here consistently, this should be a familiar topic, right? Because I did bring this up in the first few calls we did. So London session bullish, New York session bearish. You have that window of reversal. So London session can often create a trend, can break out. It can have momentum. It can trend into New York session, okay? A lot of days. So here, for example, you see London session pushing up all hours. And like I said, if you don't know about this, it means you haven't been on the calls. If this is new to you, you haven't been here on the calls. This should be familiar to a lot of you guys because I've been talking about this, right? So often like London can create a trend. London can break out, right? London session can break out, okay? It can trend, it can have a direction. New York can often retrace that movement, retrace it, reverse it when New York session starts. It doesn't have to be like, it's not always right at an immediate hour. It's more like a window. Like you can see here, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. London bullish, New York bearish. There you go. Next day, not so much the same thing. Like London was up and down. I'm talking about like a clear trend. Like it's easy to see this was up all London session. It's easier to see that. Here, like London session dropped into New York, bounced up. There's multiple moves there. I'm talking more about like this here, something you guys can probably clearly see. London session going up. There you go. You have that same window. New York session is reversing right here, 9 a.m. Look at that, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So between now and like the next 2 hours, gold could reverse. If it doesn't, it's like, okay. It could, here you can see how we spiked up and then boom, down. Look at next day. Next day, same window. So if you look at these 2 days in a row here, 2 days in a row, same window, same sell. One, same time, same sell. Two, market even comes back right into that. It trades right into that green candle, the bottom of it at least, right? It's literally the bottom. But same time as well, same sell. You can see the same time pretty much. That's 9. You can see my crosshair at the bottom here. You got 9 a.m., 10 a.m. candle. Up here you got 10 a.m., 11 a.m. candle. London session up, New York session down. London session up, New York session down. Here again, same thing. London session up, New York session down, retraces a bit. London session down, New York session up. So that can often happen with gold. Like London session has been more down, but we're about to like enter that window. That like 2 hour window, basically, I would say, where like you could potentially reverse when it comes down to that like momentum, understanding momentum. Okay? Type in the chat if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense. We talked about this the other day. If you've been tuning in, I did go over this the other day. I took a trade the other day live for anybody who's been tapped in. I took a trade on this candle right here, that green candlestick. Now, if you look at when I took my trade, where, when, what the market did as well, better timing, especially if I wasn't looking for buy. Like, you know, I took a trade even early here. So if you go on that session I talked about, I took a trade early here, and then got in the next trade on this candle. That was the better timing. So it shows you when, and why you have to be extra patient, even if you see confirmations. As you can see, London session down. Right in that same window, you got 9, 10, 11. You got that same window. You get that nice reversal bounce in the market. So very repetitive here, right? It's very repetitive. Like, you could go back to random days on the chart and see the same concept happening time and time again. You go back to just random days like here, London session down, same window. You can see 9, 10, 11 here, New York up. And even the next day, you can sort of see something similar. Like the next day, London session down. Literally, like the next day, London session down. You can see same window, 9, 10, reversal. So it's very repetitive. What I'm teaching you right now, guys, I want you to understand, is not something that just happens once or twice. I'm showing you something that's repetitive, because we could literally just go back random spots on the chart, right? We could just keep going on the chart. Like, is it every single day? No. Here, don't see a reversal. No reversal there. Is it every single day? No, not necessarily. But is it there enough to see? Yes, right? Like, London session up, New York sells. New York sells 2 days in a row, same time, same price, at the same time, same price, sells. Same price, same time, one day after another. All right, so there again, like, you could just pull up the chart, go to spots, and you will see, maybe not every day, like, see here, they just both go up. The New York session is either going to, so New York session is either going to continue London session's direction. A lot of times it will reverse it, right? A lot of times it will create that reversal. So, I mean, it's one thing or the other, right? It's either going to continue or reverse, but you'll often see a lot of reversals at times. You can train yourself to kind of maybe recognize both. You might be someone who's more of like a breakout trend trader. London session can often trend into New York. New York session, you have that window, which is like kind of pretty much like starting now, this hour and the next 2 hours. That window where you could get that shift. So you see this day, London session was more like bullish. Well, it kind of went like, actually, like London session was kind of coming down actually on that day. Another sell in like a lot of sells happening literally like New York timing. You can see, like, in terms of timing, London session like pushing up a lot, New York bringing those like sells in. Like, here's a huge one right here where London session fully bullish. Like, you can see London session fully bullish, pumps up on a Friday. Literally on a Friday, pumps right up on a Friday. New York just reverses that completely, breaks. Since then, we've been going down. Breaks, pulls back, continues. So yeah, like momentum, timing, like London session, you got to be cautious times because it can trend into New York, and then that is some hours where it can just keep going up. But oftentimes you get those New York reversals. The other day there was a big one, 2 days in a row, almost around the same time. Like, I think 3 days in a row, maybe 3-ish. Interesting. Like here, you can see London session started here. When we got into like New York hours, that window, like that window, when we started getting to that overlap window, price was still going down. And it even extended down all the way to here. Created this long wick, reverses in New York. I mean, if gold doesn't reverse in the next like hour or two, then like you could maybe get like one of those farther extensions down that reverse a bit later in that same window. I've traded like this. Like this is one of the ways, one of the strategies, one of the ways I've traded for years because many days in the year, right? To trade many trading days. So after years and years of trading, you'll see a lot of different scenarios, experiences, times where the market sets up and does this stuff I'm talking about. Lots of times, thousands and thousands of times. So if it doesn't reverse, like I said, I said why I'm taking my trade today. Broke it down already. Gonna hold it. If it doesn't react, I'll maybe see what the market's doing in a couple of hours, right? It's been fluctuating at that 45.50, a little bit below 45.50 right now. I'm not, because I don't just react to prices when it gets there. So like 4,500, for example, is down here, psychological level, whole number. I don't just like jump in right when the market gets to prices. Like I have areas I'm aware of marked on the chart, keep an eye on them. And then if price gets there, I'm watching like how price is reacting when it gets there, going through different time frames to see how the candles are behaving. Yeah, like if anything, like I might just be this one trade. If this trade doesn't play out, I'm not, like I said yesterday and the other day, I'm not going to react right away. I'm going to stay patient, see if there's another confirmation, another reason to take a trade, and not just, be like, oh my God, I lost. Losing's a part of the game. Trading is trading, right? If you're going to trade every day, or trade with someone who trades every day, understand there will be loss as a part of the game, all right? Not every trader is going to be right 100% of the time. I have my phases where I'm on a roll for 3 months, 4 months straight. And then I have my phases where it's choppy, maybe some okay trades. It's trading, guys. So some people can't handle that part when they see me lose and this and that. That's why, like, my job here is to teach you guys, right? My job here is to teach you guys. Because I'm trading with almost 400K, and I'm going to keep trading with this account, right? I said that a couple months ago. I've taught a lot of you guys how to flip accounts, the flipping mentality. I've taught a lot of that stuff. But like I said a couple months ago, you're going to see me trading on this account more. So it is. We'll see how markets react today. It's another day. Again, like I said, if you've been here, see, I've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. So yeah, if 9:30 to 10 doesn't react, there could be maybe another position. Like I'm still in this trade. I'm not down even 1% risk right now. Took a little bit of a loss before from last night. Zone doesn't look like it's holding. Next zone might be even $4,500. Like I'm not gonna hold this trade till it gets to 4,500. I'll probably close it out by then, and maybe wait till 9:30, 10:30 range, hour or two, and just wait. I did it the other day. That's the thing. Like the lessons I teach a lot live. Like the other day, like I'm talking pretty much the same way I talked the other day when I was live here. And I waited 2 hours till I took the next trade. So I waited 2 hours, chilled, and that was it. 2 hours later, took the next trade on this candle. So I'm not predicting where exactly I'm going to take that next trade if I do. It's really about the market. It's about how this reacts maybe in the next hour for me going into this trading window, the New York session. So we'll see if this reacts. If it doesn't, this is the trade I'm in. And if I lose it, you guys will know. If I take another trade, I'll let you guys know. But that might not be for, maybe 2 hours even, hour or two, depending on what the market does. So me, I don't always trade like I'm going to, okay, I'm going to buy at here and put my stop loss here when the market gets there. No, like, when the market gets there, I'll just watch the market and see, like, okay, is there a reason to take a trade? Is there confirmations? So I waited 9 hours to trade gold now. Like last night, you might have seen buys throughout the night. Realistically, maybe some of you guys are on the charts. I haven't been on the charts since I was on the charts with you guys on that candle. So I've been patient. I've been patient myself. I've been patient here myself. End of the week, a lot of news. I mean, hey man, everyone can have their bias. That's what I said. Everyone can have their bias, their opinion. If you don't like the trade I'm in, you don't have to follow me and take it. Take a sell right now. If you don't like the buys, sell. Right? If you don't like buys here, just it's up to you. Or don't take a trade. Right? If it's up to you. If you don't like the trade I'm in. Everyone's a genius when I'm in a losing trade, I swear. Everybody becomes a rocket science genius. People are over here texting me about China and stuff. Oh, China and Trump. Like, I know, I'm aware of that, guys. I'm aware. Like, you guys don't think after 11 years I'm aware of, like, markets, momentum, news. This is a trade I'm in. I teach this strategy all the time. So, when you guys see me in winning trades, and you ask, why are you in that trade? It's like, okay, it's the same process. I've done this hundreds of times. So yeah, if you don't like the trade, it's like, if you don't have to follow. I'm here. I show up every day, guys. Remember that. There's always going to be trades. With someone like me, you got to remember, if you're following someone like me who's trading actively every day, there's going to be, that's a lot of trades. Taking one trade a day, even two a day is a lot. That adds up to like 500 trades in a year. You're taking 2 trades a day, you might think, oh, it's only 2 trades a day, a couple, in the week, whatever. It's gonna add up to like 500 and some odd trades in the year, right? It's a lot of trades if you think about it. 2 trades a day, 1 to 2. So what we do here is pretty active, right? Is one thing you guys got to understand. The way I trade is pretty active. I'm an active trader, so I teach you guys the psychology of a lot of experience. I show you guys real raw experience. I'm not hiding this loss. I'm not sitting here hiding something. If it loses, we're all gonna know, and it's gonna be a losing trade, and we're gonna be able to look at it and be like, okay, here's where it went wrong. Let's refine here, and we're gonna be able to maybe wait for the next setup. And you guys can watch me build this account trade by trade, okay? Trade by one trade at a time. It's for me, one trade at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time. Same process. You guys don't gotta DM me about like, yo, bro, you're doing. And if you don't, like I always say, if you don't like the trades I'm in, right? Then take the opposite trade, take your own trade, or learn, right? Come here, learn. I'm here every day with you guys. In trades, like my account's my account. I can't take trades on your account for you guys, okay? I'm not here hiding any losses. I'm not here photoshopping stuff like these gurus do and fake trading MT5 accounts. I'm here showing you guys the trades live in action. The winning trades, the losing trades, the break-even trades. So, yeah, it's another day. If it goes down, like I said, you just prepare yourself maybe for what could happen, right? Closing my buys and gonna wait. Like I said, maybe for that window. Gonna close my buys. Zone's not reacting clearly. Now what am I gonna do, guys? I'm gonna just wait. I'm just gonna wait. Probably another hour or 2. Might not even take another trade until next week, too. The account, it's at 3.9. Remember what the balance is at? Might not even take another trade until next week, right? It's fine. We hit the 400K this week, but now we're down. So that's trading, guys. That's trading. That's trading. At least I had a couple trades attempted. And when you see me have $7,000 trades, $9,000, $5,000, those trades, it's the same process, right? I'm showing up every day taking trades. I don't have to show up every day and take trades as much as I do. but I do it to teach, right? It's just how I trade. So next trade, just waiting. If there's gonna be another trade, I want you guys to understand I'm just waiting. There doesn't have to be another trade. I'm not sitting here freaking out like most people do when I lose a trade. My account is still up, right? $55,000. My account's still up 55K. Okay? I was up 58. It is what it is. I'm not gonna go, oh my God, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I closed that trade. I could maybe reposition it, recalibrate it, but I'm gonna wait to do that. I'm not gonna do that right away. I'm gonna wait. Maybe I'm gonna wait an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours. I'm just gonna wait, okay? Strategy's not always gonna work. And like, if you guys are following someone like me too, like I'm showing you these real raw experiences. The account's still up $55,000, right? I didn't blow my account. I didn't, like, I'm okay, okay? So, next setup, I'll wait. Like, some people are salty. It is what it is. Like, trading's trading. When I go on 4-month win streaks, 5-month win streaks, people are like used to it. That's the thing. Like, some of you guys got used to me winning all the time. That you're like, this guy always wins. Every trader is gonna even have seasons where they perform better than others. Some of you guys can scale accounts and then blow your accounts, right? So it's like you're gonna have seasons where you can, like, I just had a student who took like account size to a crazy number and then they blew it in one day. And it's like, yeah, you traded good for 3 months and then you had a shitty month. So that's why consistency is key. So I'm still up 55K, even though my trading's not doing good right now, the best. I can at least admit that, right? And I don't have to fucking sit here and sugarcoat bullshit with you guys all fucking day, right? And say, oh, it's because you guys aren't doing this. No, I take my trades, my losses. So it's like I'm still up 55K, even though my trading's doing all right. So what is a bad week for you? What is a bad month, right? What is consistency? What is structured risk? Because even if my trades aren't hitting, okay, it's all right. 7,000 this month, was up 10. It's like nothing crazy, right? Not a crazy month, right? So far. Light, nothing crazy going on. But at least, like, in doing what I'm doing, I could sit here and be like, yeah, like I could sit here and tell you guys, like, yeah, like my trades haven't been hitting, like, transparently. I can be like, yeah, like some of them have been all right, some of them have been good. 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago I went on a 6 trade win streak though. You gotta remember that. Like 2 weeks ago I won 6 trades in a row as well. People forgot about that already. So it's like, yeah, I could sit here and be like, yeah, some of my trades don't hit. It is what it is. If you can position yourself properly and you're not over leveraging, over risking, you could still be up even on a all right week, a bad week, right? So it's really just about structured risk. Because yeah, it might look bad. Oh my God, I haven't lost a trade. I lost a trade. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. Some of you guys got used to me winning all the time, like those, like, you know, there's gonna be times where even a trader like me has bad weeks, all right weeks, up and down weeks. It's part of the process. Like, it's just trading, especially if you're trading every day like me. You might have to recalibrate another entry. You know, that entry wasn't the entry. So just patience, like not reacting right when you close your trades. I did that the other day, just chilling a bit. Our buys might still be setting up. Like, I still like the zone. Like, I'll have my max risk to, like, when you're taking trades. For example, like, what's your max risk for the day, for the week? Like, some of you guys have different types of trading accounts, so like I'm not, like, you know, I'm not trading on $100, $1,000, like, so like discovering that for yourself, like what's your risk for the day, like with the trades you're taking. Like I could take 3 trades in a day, 2 could lose, 1 could win, and I could be up for the day. So yeah, it's really just waiting. I mean, this first zone not reacting, it is what it is. Gold having that strong bearish momentum, not just jumping into a trade or looking for anything specifically like right now. Maybe in an hour or two, depending on how the candlestick starts flipping. If there's rejection that starts to come in again. I'd rather close the trade early too than hold it till like a stop loss, because like if I was stop loss on gold could be like under the low and it's like, all right, it's invalidated. But I'd rather close the trade early than say, okay, I'm gonna hold this until my whole entire stop loss and lose 3K, 4K. And I'm waiting, probably gonna wait probably another hour or two, honestly. I'm not gonna stream for the whole entire hour. I do have like literally a 2-hour drive that I gotta go on right now. And yeah, I have to go on. Yeah, I have a 2-hour drive I gotta go on. I got a long drive. So I'm gonna be like probably trading on the go, if anything. I gotta get ready in like 30 minutes. Got a long drive today. It'll be fun. Did we hit 25? Almost. I'm just waiting, maybe to pull the trigger again. 4 hours. This 4 hours got what? 42 minutes. What's dollar doing? Can dollar get a little bit? If dollar rejects a bit, then that would come in. Silver's weak. Silver looks like it's gonna keep dropping a bit. Yeah, just dollar's having that strength, but again, remember I just taught you not long ago. People might be like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I just gave you guys a lesson. Remember that. Like, remember the lesson I just taught you guys. Like, I'll teach you guys things and you'll forget. Like, okay, what I'm actually doing. Why am I looking for buys? I just went over the one of the strategies, right? What time we got? I'll take one more position. This one I'll have a stop loss on, like a small one. Maybe in the, like, we have a bit of support here. So if like gold breaks, like if you're looking for a hard stop loss, if it breaks the low, then it's not gonna hold. My entry before was not that good compared to like this one. Got in early. You might be asking, like, why are you taking another trade? Like, understand, this is how I've been trading for 11 years. I want you guys to understand that. I've been trading 11 years. So my experience is different from your guys' experience. Emotions. I'm willing to put all that openly and show you guys that honestly as well. Not hide anything. Show the bullshit. Show the errors. Show the mistakes. Show the emotions. Show everything involved in trading. So you guys might be asking, like, what do you do? Like, I explained it a bit though, not that long ago. All right, I did explain it a little bit. London session. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna do that lesson one more time before I get off. Before I get off, I'm doing that lesson one more time. All right. It's like some of you guys are thinking I'm just randomly buying. I think like it's funny. It blows my mind with the messages I get. I'm not just randomly buying. Like, again, I did a little lesson not that long ago. All right, a little one. Like I talked about London session, New York session. Talked about it a little bit ago. I mean, don't cry at me. I'm trading with like 400K. Okay, it's a different. So we're not on the same league as well. Like again, guys. I'm not trading with $100, $1,000. Like remember, my account size is 300 times bigger than some of yours, right? 300 times the leverage. I have remember, I have like 400 times the leverage than some of you guys are. So like not trying to stunt or anything, but just being logical. All right, like we talked about it a bit. If you missed, like some of you guys think I'm just randomly taking buys. No, I'm looking for a strategy here today. If we go up to 80, if we get the reversal, this thing will move like 300-400 pips. So we'll be good. I'll be good. All right, I'll be good. Like I said, I could lose 2 trades and I could win 1 and still be up. Count could still grow. I could still be up for the day. But London session, I talked about this a little bit. I just did a lesson on it. Some of you guys probably didn't even. Some of you guys might. I just did a full lesson on that. London session, New York, talking about this. Timing. We're in that window, all right? We are in that window. We're in the window. We're in that window. Some of you guys make me see, like, when I trade on my own, it's different. That's why, like, I'm getting used to live trading too. Because some of you guys say, like, things to me, and I'm just like, dude, just watch and learn then. Just watch and learn. Just watch and learn, all right? I wish I could take trades for everyone. One day when the gold bot comes out. One thing at a time. I wish I could take trades for everyone, but well, through the bull run, like gold was on a crazy bull run, and like through there, it was flipping and flipping. Like it was really easy to flip. A lot of flipping. But I said a couple months ago, like when we got into like February, March, I started trading this account like almost a lot of streams. I even said around there a couple months ago, like you guys are gonna see me trading on this a lot more. Just because the volatility, volume, bigger money, bigger leverage. Like through the bull run, you gotta understand, like the stuff I was teaching you guys all this year, I've been doing for the last like 3 years, all through the bull run. So like I can't count how many accounts I would flip in there, but it was easier to flip like it was like flipping was super easy in those stages where gold was just going up, like flipping I'm talking about flipping $1,200 to $20K in a week. Like those stages it was really easy in those stages. Maybe not as easier now when the market's not parabolic like that, really running strong, right? Yeah, I could have held my buys, but I wanted to, like, I was thinking there was better positioning coming. That's why I'll do that. Like, that's why I have it. Like, this account size gives me the leverage to do that. Don't worry, the call's coming soon. I'm gonna do a call with the owners of this platform. You guys, anyone can jump on the call. Maybe this, like, I got some busy stuff going on. We're launching the website. The website's about to launch, so it's really busy right now. I've been really busy. Also learning a lot of new things, like with this, right? It's entirely different than just streaming and what I used to do when I was working for a company. Learning a lot. It's a lot of process, a lot of learning, making some errors, trial errors. So there's a lot of learning too going through it. But new website's literally about to launch. If you've been on these calls, if you're in the WhatsApp group, you should know the launch dates. It's coming this month, literally. You're about to see me start doing ads. Everything about to blow it up. All right. So lock in before things start to actually get hyped, because most people are going to be hyped at like the end of the month, this and that. I would lock in before we even launch the website. Yeah, like in the when the market's going super parabolic and there's easy trend, like the flips were super easy to do in there. I think I was doing crazy flips in these stages. Crazy flips were happening all around. It doesn't always have to be like that, right? We're gonna talk about the difference between like trading with $100, $1,000, and then trading with 100K or 45K or 300K in the next couple of weeks. I have a PowerPoint ready to show you guys. It's a whole PowerPoint. It's like 40 slides long. There's like, what I'm showing you guys is what full-time trading looks like, and it might not look always pretty versus what you see online. All right, what I'm showing you guys doesn't always look pretty and exciting, right? Compared to maybe everything you see online, right? Like if you guys see me lose $1,000, just understand like rent's a lot more than that. The car's life, the lifestyle is a lot more than losing it. Like it's okay. So, but what you might see here in the full time, like this is what full time trading might look like. Is it that pretty all the time? Is it sexy? Is it exciting? No, sometimes it's boring because you gotta remember, someone like me has years and years of experience, so it's just neutral to me. Still holding them buys. Jump back in. It is what it is. What time is it? Like, I do gotta go soon. I gotta get ready. I think I'm gonna get ready, come back on. I got a long little day ahead. So I recalibrated there, you know? I recalibrated. In case it went down. I was preparing myself like, oh, if this thing's gonna dump down more. But the zone is the zone. The zone's still technically holding. We'll see. Like I said, it's in that window. I gave you guys a lesson. I gave you guys a lesson on this. Some people are forgetting the lesson already, man. Damn, man. You guys... Some of you guys... It's the attention span, man. What's that? What's wrong? They'll be like, why are you looking for buys, bro? You should... Why are you looking for buys? It's dropping. It has the... And I'm like, frig, man. All right, let me explain again. Why... It's not random. I think some of you guys think I'm randomly clicking buy when you see me buy. I mean, I'm streaming, I'm educating. It's different than when I'm just sitting here trading alone by myself. It's an entirely different process. When you guys see this account at $1 million, can't talk shit, okay? No one can talk shit when it's there. All right? All right? When it gets to $1 million, I want to see what everyone says to me that day, okay? Okay? That day, let's see how the mood changes. When we get to 7 figures, okay? I'm not trying to predict how long that takes. It could be there in 2 months. It could be there in 6 months. It could take a year. Does it matter? No, if it takes a year, it takes a year. If it takes a year in a couple months, maybe it takes 8 months, you know? But no. We'll see. If you just execute like consistent trades, the big trades will get there. The market will move in your favor. If you just execute like decent trades, good execution at good zones, patience, the market will give you those rewarding moves if you're in them, right? Like, if you guys notice, I'm in a lot of trades, and some I close early, this, that, because I'll try to put myself in those consistent moves that the market could potentially reward me, right? Those bigger moves. Those bigger trades come, like the 20K trades, the 15K trades, the 10K trades, the $5,000, the $10,000 trades. They do come. Even just at the same execution, level of execution as the $1,000 trades, the $100 trades, okay? Those bigger moves, whatever. But yeah, London session, for those that missed that part, London session often creates a trend into New York. New York can reverse it in this window. It's like a window. It's not just a direct minute. What makes this maybe a bit more difficult is not just always like a direct minute, direct hour. It's more like a window of time, like a window, right? A zone. They call it like the kill zone, right? That like kill zone window. So yeah, often in that window, which is like the time we're in right now, is often where you get those reversals, those shifts in price, very, very often. Common theme. We'll talk about it next call we do. We'll break it down like way more in depth on the next call we do. But like you could literally back test it yourself. So yeah, we had London bearish. London's either going to continue or reverse. I'm obviously looking for reversals. So real quick before I get off, like I'm still going to hold this trade. I'm going to hold this trade till 10:30, 11 o'clock. 47.25 is right there. If we break underneath the low, like I would say a good stop loss for this situation would be under the low that the market's formed here. Like we made a low here. Underneath that low would be a better stop loss, which is even like brings you closer to this low. I'm still gonna hold. Ricky Bobby fucking style here, alright? Hold or fold situation. I gotta do something for an hour. Like I gotta go for an hour. Next call we do, make sure you guys tap in because I'm gonna be teaching that strategy about timing. I'm gonna show you a lot more examples because honestly, you could go you go anywhere on the chart and probably see what I'm talking about, just kind of anywhere in terms of that window. Like I think I just went back to like 2025 July. Yeah, literally that window. See, like it's not perfect. See that window here? Like it's a strategy that's common. Like it's common what I'm teaching you even too, right? That's why like you see even here, market shifts up and then reverses, retraces, right? Not every day, but even here, bam. Here, no, wrecked. Yo, July was crazy. What happened on damn? And then dumped. That day, even like you could see London session starts here. That window is right here. So I mean, if you're looking at something repetitive, this is one of those things with gold. I just went back to like random time and I'm just going day by day here. Here again, London session. You can see where London session started. New York session reverses right there. Here you can see London session bullish again, same thing. Lot of days. Like I just went back to a random week, and there's some repetitive there. Not every day. See, nope. Not every day. Here, yep. It's like nope. Here, yep. Here. Yeah, right at the start. London session starts here. So not like every day. Here, nope. I'm telling you, you'll see it. So like, I mean, if it doesn't hold the low, like we have the low here, we've made some support, we have an engulfing candle, we're retracing into that low. If it doesn't hold that low, then it's watching the market, like I was saying before, watching for maybe the next setup, seeing what the market does. But again, understand it's also Friday. It's like it doesn't have to be 2-3 trades today for Friday. If it's like if one thing doesn't hold, try to angle for next week or see where things are at next week. So ultimately, like pullback to like here would be nice. Like if we can retrace back to like the support, that's pretty far, but that's where like your next strong region. If we get a retracement back to here, rejection in there. We have a low support we're coming into. If we end up breaking underneath that, it's like pullback, maybe rejection under there. Different setups, ways to like forecast when you're looking at some of these zones that the market has. We have this low right now. So gold currently trading above that low. Right, 45.50 keeps being flirted with, like that 45.50 level. 45.25 here. We have like that low that could hold to bring that like retracement up on gold. So if we're gonna remain like weak, strong, like weak, keep going down, breaks underneath, retest this area to make more continuations down if it's gonna go to like 4,500 or sorry 4,400. If 4,500 doesn't hold, we end up breaking underneath it, retest it, continuation down to it. That's more how I trade in a sense. Like I'm more of like a reversal shift trader. Like if price is dumping, I'll be watching for like buys depending on where it is in structure zones. So that's like more how I trade. I don't trade like breakout. I'm not much of like in these situations where price is low, looking for like continuations. Like, oh, this is how I've always traded. Let's see, it came back a bit. I could have made my L back there. It was up like $1,400. Even scalping, could have scalped it a bit here today. These buys are working better for like scalps right now. Could have scalped there, made some of that L back. It is what it is. I gotta go for 1 hour. So 10:30, 11 o'clock. Like I'll probably jump back on. I just gotta go for 1 hour here. If you're inside the inner circle, I might jump back on. I don't know if I'm gonna look for another trade right today. Like I can't guarantee you guys I'm gonna jump into another trade. It might just be one of those days, accepting it at what it is. Still holding those buys. But yeah, still holding my buys on gold. Like I said, not every trade's gonna be perfect, man. Some people got used to me winning all the time. Winning. Everybody forgets about those days when I'm winning all the time. Sometimes you have your ups, you have your downs. It's not even, to me though, remember I said that my account's still up 55K. So ups and downs, it's called consistency. It's not ups, it's not downs, it's not bad weeks. It's okay, this week was all right. Next week's another week, right? Account's still up. As long as the account's still up, manage that. Manage the risk accordingly. Now it might come down to 25 if the low doesn't hold on the 1 hour. 45.50 not holding. Yeah, I'm not like I said, I don't just react to price. Like I'll watch it, I'll observe, maybe close my trade at one of the zones. Right? But I'm not just gonna go into the next trade at the next zone right away. I'll maybe watch 4,500 or 45.25. Looks like New York giving us that bearish momentum on gold here. And that happens, guys. That happens. Not getting that shift yet, but it could come later. Like if I send another signal, go for another trade, you guys will know. Like I'll let you know. Again, you don't have to take it. Again, that wasn't a good trade. It didn't work out. I closed it already. So it is what it is, guys. I'm showing you guys this stuff transparently, openly. Nothing to hide here. Account's still up. So, 45.25. Don't have to react. Like market gave an opportunity there, and it is what it is. Broke, retested down, still continuing that bearish momentum. You guys can tell me every reason why I'm wrong. I can already dissect that. After 11 years of trading, I can look at the chart and be like, okay, this was the wrong trade. This wasn't the trade I wanted. That's why, again, consistency, risk management. Every trade is going to be, you're either going to win your trades or you're going to lose your trade. You're not going to win 80% of your trades, even if you have an 80% win rate. It's either 50-50 really for your trades. Like you're either going to win the trade or lose the trade. So it is what it is. Next setup, again, like you guys just got to stay patient for that, because like, again, I stayed patient for that trade and it lost. So it's just like the next trade is just patience if you're wondering what I'm doing, what I'm trying to take. Again, I've gone over on live streams. I've sent some signals, and on live streams, I've gone over like every setup I've taken this week. That wasn't the only trade I took live this week, by the way, right? If you've been on streams with me, that wasn't the only trade I've taken. So there was other trades, was other examples. And yeah, one of those weeks, I'm going to wrap it up for the morning. I'm not going to take a trade right now. I'm going to wait maybe till $4,500 if gold can come down to that level. Might still look for those New York reversals, because again, we're still in the window. People are asking me like, why are you selling this and that? Or sorry, why are you buying this and that? Again, it's how I trade. Again, people always wondered when when I always post my trades and show my setups and stuff, people always like, yo, send me a trade, send me a trade. So it's like same approach again. I've done this hundreds of times. So still in the window, like still approaching that New York window. I might just wait for 4,500, see if it comes down to there today, 4,500 level, and just stay a bit extra patient. Yeah, it took patience for that setup. Like there was, for me, I would take that trade every time I see it. I want you guys to understand that. I'll take the buy there every time I see it. If it's coming into my time, my zones, rejection, my strategy, I'll take that trade every time I see it. All right, so next zone I'll probably watch because we're at 45.25 right now, but I'll wait and monitor the market around 4,500 if anything. And just still patience, not jumping into the next trade. I'm down $2,000, so it is what it is. Now, if anything, like what I mean by 4,500 doesn't mean I'm just gonna jump into buys right when it gets there. I'm gonna watch price. I'm gonna watch, does it wick below it, come back, do candlesticks reject? I'll watch 4,500. It's still early New York. I'm not gonna just jump into it though. I'm gonna watch the price action. I'm gonna watch the time frames, see how the 1 hour is behaving, see how the 30 minutes behaving, the 15 minutes behaving, and not just jump in at that price. If 4,500 reacts, I can make that L back, right? It doesn't have to be like I have to make $10,000 today. I can make that L back. There might be something to execute on there, okay? Next week will be a better week. We'll see what the market does today. Still expecting, I'm still expecting that buy to come in today, so just stay patient. First attempt didn't work for me. Was attempting in here. Second attempt, there might be one today. I will see. Might go for a second attempt for longs on gold, but gonna wait. Gonna still wait. Gonna stay a bit extra patient. Gonna still stay patient for it. Hey man, these are the streams where you will learn a lot too, because like this just shows you experience. Like a lot of what you see out there, trading is not perfect. I'm up, the account's still up, $53,000 from, or $54,000 now. Was just up 50, was up 56, still up 54,000. So it's like, it's not, everything you see online is not always perfect, right? It's not 100% win rates, win every trade. It's not always like that for any trader. I've seen some of the best veteran traders out there be, you know, like humbled in ways that they're like, damn, like always winning, and then you have one bad month where you could spiral out because you're used to winning. No, it's just about consistency in your trades, your execution, your risk especially. Yeah, like you guys gotta understand, I'm trading with almost $400,000. Now we're at 395,000. So I can control my risk. Like I leverage that account. I'm a full-time trader. I wouldn't be like I look how much I stream, and I'm on the charts. So I leverage the money, right? Because how much I'm on the charts, I have the ability to be full-time, right? So it's my job, right, to manage my risk. Not like I can overtrade. It might seem like I overtrade. No, I have the leverage. I have the account. I have the capital to do that. It might seem like, oh, you take 2 trades, 3 trades. I have the capital to do that, right? Almost $400,000. We'll get back to the 400 next week. Maybe next week we'll crack it back next week. So I have the capital to be able to take trades without getting emotional to them. Trade didn't hit. That's the same style of trade I would always send or take. So now, like, that zone didn't work. It's just waiting for the next clear zone the market can come to. If you're looking for maybe those New York reversals, just stay extra patient. Market's looking like it's gonna maybe come wick down first. So yeah, I'm not chasing those buys yet. Waiting if they're gonna be there. Probably, what time is it? It's about to be 10. Oh man, why did this change? I hate when it does that. They're end of London session. Probably gonna wait till closer to end of London session and see where gold's at, which is like 2 hours from now. So like end of London, closer to 12. That's where I'm gonna see where gold's at. It could be at 4,500. It could be at 4,550, or 40. It could be wherever the price is. I'm gonna wait till end of London session to see where it's at. Let it do its thing. I think I closed my trade already. I got out of that thing. I already got out of that thing when this thing started dropping. I did on my monitor. Yeah, like end of London. I'll wait for that, if anything. It does, like, I'm not sitting here saying I have to take a trade. I'm just planning, forward thinking. Like, I'm saying, okay, I'll wait till end of London. I'll see where the market's at. No, I'm not saying, oh, okay, I know I gotta take a trade. No. Just planning, thinking, okay, like, I'll see where the market's end of London. I'm not sitting here like I gotta take a trade. I'm making my week, and the month is not gonna rely on catching this trade. The end of the month, where the account's at the end of the month, is not going to be dictated by this trade, right? So I'm just going to watch, right? Because I know gold has been dropping, and we could get those New York reversals, right? I do know it could do that. So I'm just going to watch till end of London session. So that is in a bit. That's like 2 hours from now, end of London. That's in like, yeah, about 2 hours from now, end of London session. That's where I will keep an eye on gold. I went for my first buy today, didn't work. Might go for one more. All right, I might go for one more buy, but still gonna be patient. Not seeing the jump in right now. Not trying to jump in right here, right now. End of London could be where that could come in. And again, like, this is my trading. I want you guys to understand. I'm not trying to trade for you guys. This is my trading. So if this doesn't make you comfortable, if it makes you emotional, wait to trade next week. Because if you're not as experienced as me, then what I'm saying might seem like crazy, or, oh, this guy's risking, this guy's gambling. Remember, I'm trading with almost $400,000 in capital. Okay? So if my experience, learn from the experience, learn from the things, watch the videos, come to the classes, show up, take the information, study, right? Because if what I'm saying confuses you, then because it's simple to me. What I'm saying is just stuff I do all the time, right? End of London session, if all that seems too risky, wait till next week. Wait for more trades next week. Because it is Friday. I'm not saying again, my month, where the account's at the end of the month, does not dictate this trade, this next setup, if I take it or not. Not saying I have to take it 100%, guys, okay? So I can watch the market, keep an eye on things, monitor the zone, and see if there's another entry to trigger. There was, like you guys saw, both the trades I took went into profit, right, for a bit, right? Nothing crazy, right? One was up like $1,400, right? Nothing crazy there. Well, there could be another entry to trigger is all I'm saying. There could be another entry to possibly trigger in the next hour or two. That's all I'm watching for. I'm not jumping to, I'm not overthinking. I'm saying, okay, markets come down, London bearish, possibly New York bullish. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, there's always more trades. That counts up. Realistically, you need one trade, like one good setup to get that account. Like the setups I've been taking, like haven't been hitting, right? The entries are there, the confirmations are there. I took a trade here, it went in profit, and that was it. I took a trade again there, I went in profit. So just the entries where I'm positioning myself is just not hitting, right? I took a sell up here, should have held that realistically. I wouldn't have even held it till this amount of time though. So it's like my entries right now not hitting in that sense, but all I need is that one trade that will hit, and boom, accounts going to be back up or even more. So yeah, like the low, we're trading into the low here. We are trading into this low here on gold. So at low finishes at like 4,500. It could potentially bounce from there. It could be an end of, like, the market could be ending the week off with like a buy the dip on gold too. It's the end of the week, Friday. We'll see. I think we could get those New York reversals today. Still, it's 950. We're still in that window. Like I showed you guys, I gave you guys a lesson on this before. About the window. We're still in that time window, so. I mean, I did come into the session saying I'm looking for New York buys, New York reversals. There could be one or two attempts at that trade. Then, it doesn't have to be the first trade I enter. Market did, and I even said the market could try to create a wick down, one more extents, like all that stuff I talk about that might seem random about, like, okay, we're here. If it doesn't hold, it could try to wick down, extensive movement. You could see, like, that's what the market did. Like, what just happened, I was mentally already prepared for. That, okay, it could go down. It could create that wick. I'm used to that, and that could turn into another entry, okay? Possibly, like, you could possibly just hold the low on gold. We are trading right into the low, okay? Around the, like, came close to 4,500. So yeah, that's really it. If it's either we hold the low, we get that bounce, or we don't, guys, for the day for New York session. Oh, might be time to load up here. Bitcoin's dumping, assets dumping today. Trading. I mean, we're all traders here, man. If you think this is crazy, then just stay for the knowledge, stay for the learning. I got my phone out, by the way. Yeah, we're at the low. Look at the daily. Daily's trading right into the low. Daily's had a crazy move today. So, I mean, if we don't get a bounce today, I'd be pretty surprised. If we don't get like a bounce, we don't get like a reversal, a bounce up. We just tapped into like 45.25. Almost came to 4,500. I think it hit like 45.15 from the looks of it. Yeah, if there's like no bounce today, that'd be interesting. If we don't get like a bounce on gold and New York today, go before like London session ends, that'd be interesting because this daily just dumped. So we should at least create like a bottom wick on the day, get some bounce on gold. What time is it? It's about to be 10. Yeah, I gotta get off. It's about to be 10. I gotta get off for a bit. So what I'm doing, because again, can see the daily here. We're trading into the low. I do think we could still hold this, potentially get a bounce today. 4 hour could potentially even shift. That's what I see on gold, right? And like I say, even when I'm winning, like even the times where I'm always winning, I always say the same thing. I could be wrong, right? Any trader can be wrong. That's one thing you guys understand. So yeah, like daily's really tapped into that low. Like really tapped into the low there. To the left. Really tapped into that. That's pretty important, I think, right now, in a sense, because the daily's come down a lot today on a Friday, potentially ending off low. New York bounces. Risk it for the biscuit. Buying the dip. Buying the dip's not always that fun sometimes. But yeah, that daily area could hold for the day. That's all I'm seeing, guys. Like, same thing I said when I got on. Like it's either this area, like we get a bounce at 45, like 50, or potentially the low. Like I even said we could get an extensive move down to tap into the low at the beginning. Hopefully we get that bounce, cause you know me. You know me. Hopefully we get that bounce. Yeah, the daily's like, you look at daily. Gold really, really came down. So it's like rejecting off that low right now, potentially creating a support. If the 4 hour flips, then we get probably like a good bounce up today, right before the day ends. I was like that. That was probably like the wick, like I was saying when I got on, like there could be a wick even down, an extensive move down that gets created before this thing starts to reverse, because it's still in that window. It's 10 o'clock, right? It's still in that trading window where it could reverse. It's still in that window. I wouldn't be surprised if it does reverse today, guys. If we do get the New York bounce. Might load up. I'm gonna like slowly load up again. That could be like, that could have been just like liquidity grab, realistically. Hey, I'm probably down more money than you guys all, like all of you guys. Could have been that like final drive down liquidity grab, 9:30, 10 a.m. range. Patience. It reacted right off of 45.25. And it can come back to 45.30, 45.25 again. Strong reaction there. Buy the dip, big stop loss. This is like in situations like this, it's like even trade smaller, like buy the dip, bigger stop loss. Obviously, like I'm trying to buy the dip for the morning. You can say what you want, but let's see where the day ends, yo. Let's see where the day ends. So I'm gonna get off. When I get off, I'm probably gonna jump in buys and full port the account. I gotta do something quick for like 30 minutes. I was supposed to get off like 30 minutes ago. Shit. I'll be back in a little bit. I'll literally be back in a little bit. We'll see how gold reacts today. I still think we'll get the reversal. It's some tough price action to stick out right now, but market did come down to the low. 4 hour could still flip. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. I might send another signal out. Or send another I might send another signal out. Keeping an eye on it. Damn. That thing just reacted off of like 45.25 quick. Gold. Yeah, like dailies come down. So again, like I'm just telling you guys what I see while I'm taking my trade today. Same thing I always do, you know? Same thing I've done for a minute. Same thing. Do we get the reversal? Well, keep an eye on it. Even London session end. Right? Trades like this sometimes react perfectly. Sometimes you have tougher days like this, so manage your risk. I lost 2K there, so I'm at $395,304 now. All right, I was at 400K yesterday. I've lost 5K. I'm still smiling, right? I'm down $5,000 since last night, USD. I'm still smiling. I'm still here. looking, seeing what's going on. It's about observing risk, right? I'm down 5K, all right? Yeah, so if you're down more than 5K, all right, I feel you. If you're down more than 5K, then I feel you. If you're down more than 5 racks, then I feel you. I'm at $395,304 now. Can we come down? Let's come down more. Yeah, we need to come back down more. Next move down. Wait for it. Buy the dip. 4,500. I'll wait for 4,500. Like I said, I'm giving you guys everything I'll wait for. I'll wait for 4,500. End of London. I've said it all. All right. Wait for end of London. See what price is doing around 4,500. It already reacted off of 45.25, but even like end of London session. One of them days, yo. One of them days. Should have kept my sell. Yesterday, I took a sell this stream. If you're on the stream I did yesterday, I took a sell on this stream yesterday. I just, like, if you know how I trade, this is how, like, I trade reversals, right? I trade shifts. I trade reversals. I like to trade high. Like, I sold here yesterday. I like to trade highs or lows, right? I like to try to trade those highs and lows, right? So, again, candle I was trading didn't work. Waiting for the next candle. Waiting like for that next candlestick. Waiting. 4,500 could be it. I'm out. Like I said, if I jump in a trade, I'll probably send a signal out. If I jump in something, I'll probably just send another signal out or come back on live in like 30, 40 minutes. I just gotta go do something. Got a busy day today. End of London. Yo, watch end of London. I'm out though. Not our day today, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Losing day today. Going to leave it at that. You can keep an eye on price still. Might jump into another trade. I'll let some people know. If you're in the inner circle, might pop back into another trade, or I'll come back on in an hour if I do. But going to leave it at that. Market is what it is for the day. Losing day. It happens. Assets crashing today. So yeah, like 4,500 end of London. Not that I'm going to just jump into the trade rate when it gets there. Like I've said, maybe just going to wait, see how price action develops around there. But I'm out. I'll see everybody next stream. Hell day today. And that's part of trading, guys. Good trading's boring. It's not always exciting. It's not always flipping accounts. For some traders, every trader is going to be different. One trader might have an amazing week. Another trader might have an all right up and down week, a normal week. I don't even call it a bad week for me because my account is still up. A bad week would be if I lost 5 trades in a row of no trade. Like if I just, all the trades I took, just for me, like a bad week is different than what most people might consider a bad week. Losing money isn't always a bad week for me. Bad week is if I execute trades and I'm like, why did I even take that trade? Like if I have a stupid trade that I lost an amount of money on that I shouldn't have lost an amount of money on. If I over-risked, if I over-traded, it's like more critical decisions like that than just losing money is a bad week for me. It is what it is. The weeks, it's one of those weeks. I don't even say one of those weeks, to be honest. To me, like when I talk about the week, like I'm not, when I say it's one of those weeks, it's still like just up, down, all right week. It's not like it's one of those weeks where, oh man, it's just one of those weeks, market's fucked. No, it's just, that's just how trading goes at times. No, I'm still waiting. End of London. You can wait till end of London. 4,500. See if that has a reaction. Or, like I said, like there doesn't have to be that even way of thinking. Before I said you could just wait till next week. See where the market opens up on Sunday night. Or see where it finishes today and then plan more for next week. There's always next week. There's going to be new trades, new setups, new prices, new zones, new times to look at next week as well. This week doesn't, like I said before, like this trade or the setup I'm looking at today doesn't determine where my account's gonna be like at the end of the month, right? Like it doesn't reflect where the account has to be. I don't have to, this trade I don't have to make. I didn't have this trade doesn't have to make it to make the month, right? I don't have to make 20,000 on this trade or this or that. Then 4 hours flipping. Keep an eye on this thing, man. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been streaming for like 2 hours watching this if I didn't think like today we were gonna get that reversal or that buy opportunity. we got that wick down. We got that strong wick down. No shifts up like we were. The reason I went for buys too is because again we had the high, we had the low. We were starting to get a little bit of a shift up on the 5 minute. It made more sense in terms of price action in that area. Market broke the low. You can see it came down almost to 4,500. Almost came down to 4,500. I might re-enter. I'll let you guys know. Like I'm watching. That's why I'm just sitting here watching. Might re-enter. Probably put a bigger stop loss this time. Like re-entries. It looks like it's respecting like the 30s, like 45.30, 45.25 area. It looks like it's getting respected. Like more around like 30 in this wick, which is again at the low. So it looks like 45.30, 45.20 area is being respected. Some rejection happening like around there. A little bit, and that's in the low too. So it looks like that's getting a bit of rejection, but I'll be on in a bit probably. Gold's still looking like buys to me, yo. Still looking like buys to me. I might send it one more time. Might send it one more time, boys. Just letting you know. I'm not going out like that today. If I do, I don't care, but next week I'll just have more work to do next week. Yeah, we're at the low on like 4 hour, 2 hour, like 2 hour has a lot of support here. There's support right here at the low, but it's a daily low too. So you can see a clear low on the daily. That's why I like it. But yeah, tap in like an hour. I'll tap back in like an hour. Gotta stay patient here. Looking like those 30, like I think the 45.30, 45.20 area is like reacting a bit. $45.30, $45.25 area. At that low. Hey man, they might be trying to just buy. They might be trying to buy before the market closes too. A lot of times that happens on gold. Drops to lower prices at the end of the week. Finds lower prices going into the new week. So that's one of the things I was even thinking before I got in the trade last night. I was thinking these things last night. If this thing keeps dropping, lower prices, buy low, sell high. I mean, buy low, sell high. 45.30, 45.25. Looks like it's kind of reacting. Might send a signal there when I get off. If you're inside the inner circle, I'm probably going to drop another signal. Just understand why and what I'm looking at, why I'm taking the trade, what. If you see me send a signal and you're inside the inner circle, because I already said one, it lost. So I might try to just go for that recovery setup on gold. And around that 45.30, it looks like 45.30's holding. 45.25 area. So if you're in the inner circle, like I'll drop a signal. This is what I'm doing. Again, if you had a good week, if you had a bad week, like whatever it may be, consider, okay, next week's next week. Remember, like, these are decisions I'm making, right? With my trading capital as well, my risk, okay? What I see in the charts. So risk management's key. Don't full port your account if you're gonna copy my trades. Like, trades will lose. Yeah, but I'll drop the signal in the inner circle chat, like one more for the day. If it holds the low, put a bigger stop loss on this one. So I'm gonna enter some small buys if it comes to the area. I dropped a signal inside the inner circle chat. If you're inside the inner circle community, I dropped a trade signal in there. Yeah, I'm looking for one more buy the dip, guys. I'm sticking with my strategy. Remember, like, I planned for this. Sticking with my strategy. Sticking with my intuition, sticking with how I trade and how I've traded. If I wasn't on stream right now, I would be doing the same thing myself. So again, take the trade if you want. If you don't agree with it, you don't have to take the trade. Okay? If you're gonna be like, if I'm gonna send a trade out and tell everybody what trade I'm taking, and people are gonna say, why are you buying? Why are you selling? Just don't take the trade, if that's how it makes you feel. But I'm gonna do the same thing I always do. You don't gotta DM me. You don't gotta message me like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I've explained why I'm taking the trades that I take, what's there, the timing behind them, and everything. All right. Oh, we're still in that window. We'll see. That window where price could reverse. We're still in that trading window. Maybe we can get those reversals. If you know me, you should know what I'm fucking been doing this whole. Like, if you know me, okay, like I told you guys, I'm looking for New York reversals today. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll be on in a little bit. All right. I sent a signal in the inner circle chat. I did. Like, I don't know if anyone. Yeah, this thing's moving already. If you know me, then I have my monitor here too. Like, I got Trading View in my monitor. Watch this. Here's why I'm taking the trade, because if it works, it'll go to $4,800 or something like that, and it'll be a decent trade, or it could go to like $4,600. Here's why you see me like executing multiple times. I'm gonna close this real quick, and now I got my L back. I just made my L back, literally, that I took back at 397, and I'm gonna scale in gold slowly now, right, with a small position. I'm gonna scale in. Made some of my L back there real quick, not too bad, and yeah, pretty much back at 397. And I'm going to scale in gold slowly now because, again, it's still in my zone, okay? I quickly reacted. I'm like, there's a moment to react here. I literally was doing my thing, all right? I like to keep my monitor. Like, I have my monitor here when I'm streaming trading. So I'm still, guys, I'm still focused on the same thing. Right? I'm still focused on those buys. Right? Seeing if we can get that shift. We did even try to like wick under the low a bit. Right? Some of you guys might look at this like you're over trading. You're just marrying your bias. Guys, I have 11 years of trading experience. Remember this. Okay? I'm 30 years old. Well, I'm turning 30 years old. I made 6 figures when I was 20. Okay? First 6 figures. Like at 20 years old, my surroundings were above me. I was above my surroundings. At age 20, I had 6 figures in my bank account. Right? So like I've been doing this for 11 years. Okay, 11 years. Well, like a bit over now. We're gonna be eventually soon. It's gonna be like 12 years. So you guys gotta remember, like I see the comments, I see the questions, I always see the chats. He's over trading. He marries his bias. All this stuff, guys. When you've made as much money as I can, when you can trade with as much money as I can, when you've been doing things as long as I have, you can fucking do things however you want. It's that simple. Your emotions aren't my emotions. You gotta remember that, right? I'm not here to control people's emotions and manage people's emotions. I gotta do that myself, right? That's my trading. So you can think I'm over trading, marrying my bias, revenge trading. You can think whatever it is. I see the chats always, the comments. I get the messages. I see it all, right? It's not going to change where this account's going to go, right? For me, like how I'm going to trade the account, how I'm going to grow the account, right? So whatever you guys think, like he's marrying his bias, he's over trading, why don't you accept the L? What L? What L? L. You know, I mean, you don't know how to lose? Fuck. You guys don't know how to lose, is what you're telling me. L's. He doesn't accept the L. He overtrades. He revenge trades. No, I just know how to fucking lose. There's a difference. I've been doing this 11 years. So some of you guys got to catch up. When you have 11 years of experience and you've made multiple 7 figures trading, you could say whatever. When you made over 10 million in crypto and trading, like it's different. After 11 years, it might seem like, holy shit, what's this guy doing? I have experience though, right? Like I have literally experience on these charts, right? I have experience, okay? So yeah, like it might seem like over trading, revenge trading, this and that, whatever it may be. You want to call it revenge trading, over trading, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I call it experience. I just call it experience. It's just some raw experience, right? I'm showing you guys literally like losing a trade, re-entering a trade, making the L back, and we'll see. I'm literally, if this 4 hour closes bullish, which it looks like the 4 hour is gonna, yeah, the 4 hour just flipped. This 4 hour is probably gonna close bullish and flip. I'm gonna try adding to this position. Literally, if it can come back to the 50s, like I would like to add to this position because it's not as big. I should have double the size right now, at least. Damn, shorty. Yeah, like it's real raw experience. I told you guys it's gonna reverse in the window, right? Probably gonna like I'd be kind of shocked today if it didn't reverse, if it didn't give us that reversal retracement. I'd be generally kind of a little shocked today. So I'm gonna bump up this position a bit, scale into it more. Try to get it to a much bigger size. As it pulls back, I'm going to scale into this position more. I'm showing you guys what I do. I'm showing you guys how a trader operates, all right? That's one thing. I'm just showing you live work operation here. Maybe I'll get the count back to 400 at least. Not what I had in mind, obviously. I was thinking I was going to get like 402, 403. Maybe I'll crack the account back to 400 with this trade, which is fine. I mean, it was at 400 already, so it is what it is. Not the best execution in terms of lot sizing right now. With the move, should have a bigger lot size, could have, and could have a different entry. As I got out, I got out of one quick, right? I wanted to just make a little that L back. I did say, like, hey man, I did say while I was looking for buys today, there's a reason. Dollar's dropping now, that's good. Maybe it can shift and hold, right? Like the 4 hour could close bullish, next 4 hour could even go up, and this thing could go up to like 4,600 if the 4 hour stays strong. Persistence, discipline, risk management, and not scared of losing. That is what it is, really. Like, it's just understanding your strategy as well. Like, why would I enter multiple trades? People saying I'm over trading. Why would I enter multiple trades like that? Probably because I trust my strategy and what I've, like, my strategy, my techniques, my understanding of the market, right? Why would I be entering multiple buys like that? Right? I closed one in a loss, right? Had to make the L back. Why would I be doing that? Probably because I trust my systems, strategies, techniques, and the way I can analyze the market. Right? That's why. Not because I'm emotionally trying to take the trade. Like, I need to make the money back. No, like, look how much, guys, look at that balance. Like, the money could get made back easily, as you can see. Right? It's because there's something there, there's a strategy there, and I'm focusing on it for the time that I'm trading, that I'm putting my risk down, right? In these hours, I'm going to be applying risk. I'm applying risk in these hours, right? Simple. So in these hours, I'm applying risk towards the market. There's a strategy, there's a setup, there's a system I use, right? And I've been teaching today about why I think gold will go up in New York session, but we'll see, like, if it holds, you know. Market's fluctuating. Still has time. Like, it's 10 a.m. in 2 hours. It could pump up in 2 hours. Might be more of the right timing. Like 9:30 was more of the right timing. 9:30, 10 o'clock. Right? That's one thing. When you get in a situation like this is where most people get emotional. Oh, you're over trading. Oh, you suck. Why aren't you taking sells? No. Okay. Refine. Okay, timing. Okay, the trade 9:30. No, next time I'm going to wait closer to 9:30 now. Like, don't sit there and be like, oh my God. No, like, refine things. Like, ask yourself questions. Why? Okay, should I have took the first trade? Is it bad that I took the first trade? Where should I have taken the trade? Okay, 9:30. That was closer to time. More of the window that, you know, the trade would have been better to be taking. So refine things, like look at the market, back test even other times and say, oh, even yesterday, yeah, you know, even here, sort of around the same time. So it's like, you know, should have taken the trade closer to those times. Like, you don't get emotional about things. I'm teaching you guys something for yourself right now too, like, because no one's like if I didn't have the time to sit here, if I didn't have the money and the time to sit here and really care to teach you guys these lessons, if I didn't care, like, I would just stream for an hour, talk about a couple things, and then jump off. If I didn't actually care enough to really, like, show you guys this stuff for 3 hours straight, like, there's a lot of coaches out there that wouldn't be able to do this, right? If I didn't, like, care enough, actually, to be like, yo, I got to show these guys this experience, not just leave them like, oh, what? Because there's understanding here. You could lose a trade, and you could look at it and be like, okay, was it a bad trade? Should I have taken that trade, or could I have positioned better? Like, what time should I have taken the trade? You can refine, right, for the future. Probably only a handful of people out there are like me that'll actually sit there and do this, like talk about, like show you the trade, show you a loss, entering back in and being like, yeah, it's completely normal. And showing you how to manage emotions through it. Only thing that gets me emotional is when I get like stupid comments in the chat, like from like stupid comments. I'm like, bro, I've done this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times live in front of people. Why are people surprised? I'm like, you've seen, I've shown the good, the bad, the ugly. So it's like, there's things like, why are you doing this? Why aren't you selling instead? If I was selling this whole time, I'd be in sells and I'd be in a fucking drawdown right now, to be honest. Like I'd have low sells. Like I don't want to sell low. I don't want to be selling into this, into this, into this. I don't want to sell low. Imagine if I was selling, like some of you guys are asking, why aren't you selling? I don't want to be selling in these in this, right? That's not my strategy. That's not how I trade, right? I don't want to be selling low, essentially. I'd be like, I sold yesterday up here. I should have held that. I'll be like trying to look for a buy on this or like buy up here. Like maybe taking a buy on this candle. You know, or up here. It's like, that'd be like buying right here. Yeah, the market still went up. But it's like, I don't want to be buying there, right? I don't want to be buying on that candle. Right? That would be like buying there. You know, I'd rather look for a sell. Yeah, the market went up. Okay, next sell. That's strategy right there. Strategy is, okay, I'm going to take a sell here because there's a sell setup. Okay, that sell didn't work. I'm going to take the next sell up here. That trade worked. That's just strategy right there. That's strategy. Gold pulling back. Watch this candle. If this candle closes bullish, gold will go up. I think gold will go up today. I've been saying that for like 3 hours, but I'm going to wrap it up now. I had to go like an hour ago. I should have been done already. I got to get going. I'm going to be late for something, so I got to head out. I'm probably already late. Probably that's going to cost me. Yeah, I'm already, yeah, fuck. Well, there goes that. That's why I gotta make some money today because I'm late already. Now I'm cooked. I'm cooked. That's gonna cost another something. There goes an arm. That's gonna cost an arm right there. Yeah, I was supposed to get off already. Fuck. I gotta go. I'll jump back on a little bit. I gotta go. I'll jump back on a little bit. I'm in trades. I'm in gold buys. I've been taking buys. I lost a trade. Was in profit on a trade, lost a trade. Now I'm fucking sending it. All right, we'll see what happens in an hour.